Hello and good afternoon, Blue Bloods, or good evening, or good morning, or whatever period in the day you are watching this. We are back with more Dishonored. This is a new session. It's been about a day since I played. And so I am just remembering what was going on. Yeah, I just finished the mission. We're supposed to go to bed. But I never did that. So let's go ahead and head up the stairs. Oh, that was the wrong button. I don't know if I've... Pardon me. I don't know if I've been in here. Let's go ahead and check stuff out then. What's this? Oh, hey, Lydia. I remember you. Ooh, more stuff. More things that I'm gonna read for journal entry reasons, but don't really feel like reading on the stream. I'm so used to streaming in the video. So many readables, so many readables, readitals. I don't know. Too many things to read. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the bed and go ahead and jump onto our next mission. I have to run all the way up the stairs, but I want to continue exploring a little bit more. Reading journal entry stuff. Give me the pouch. I like money. I like money. What did I just pick up? What did I just pick up? I don't know what I just picked up. I should have read that a little more. Oh well. Oh, did that just give me money? Don't worry, dude. I'm just stealing your shit.
Pleased to meet you,
Oh.
Mr. Corvo. I saw you at court in happier days, but you might not remember. I was once a close ally to the Lord Regent, Hiram Burroughs, back when he was just the spy master. He's one manipulative bastard, I can tell you that. My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which, Wallace, please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
Yes. Don't you mind, I'm just stealing all your money. It's not like you need it. Ooh. What was down here? Processed whale oil. Yes, that's what it was. And it just gets me monies. Monkey Ranch. God, that makes me want to play BioShock. Actually, a lot of this game makes me want to play BioShock. So I need Old Port District sewer key to get through there. I assume then I'll get that later in the game. Herp derp running straight into the wall. Oh, so that's how I get up there. Or at least that's how I'm supposed to get up there. Second floor. Did I already loot through everything in here? I don't mean to disturb you in the bathroom, Miss Lydia. Alright, I guess I did already go through everything in there. Alright, let's go ahead and check out. I can still hear that chain. That's way too low for me to realistically be hearing it. Yes, Mr. Wallace. I know, you want me to go to sleep. It's about time then. In it. Alright. Yes, I'll go to sleep now. Press any key to continue. Alright, now it's not... Wait. What the hell? This wasn't bricked off before. What the hell is going on? Okay, so weird shit's happening. Yeah? Hello, glowing ball. That actually hurts my eyeballs. What the? What the? Water's flowing up. Things are floating in midair. There's a boat hanging out there. Another boat up there. Oh, and this is where the Empress was killed. Whoa!
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void.
Okay.
I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world. Great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will.
Okay.
Use this newfound power. My gift to you. Come find me.
Okay. Press right mouse button to execute a fast and stealthy forward dash through the world. You can also use it to move upward, but the distance is reduced. Aiming at ledges will allow you to blink forward and climb up. Hold right click to target your destination with precision. A blue sphere indicates that you should reach your destination. A blue arrow indicates that you will climb up to reach your destination. Huh. Okay. Shit just got strange. That's for sure. This is kind of fucked up. You cannot save her, 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 you cannot save her. Wow, that's definitely fucked up. Piero's spiritual remedy. Nice. T for a mana potion. What the hell is going on here? Emily's letter. Corvo, I am very sad. They say that you're dead like mother. But I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river, because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it. So please, come for me if you can. Oh my goodness. I don't even... What the hell is... with that dude? Guess I'll use one. Oh, you're the dude who's fucking masterminding all of this shit. What are your plans? Let me see if I can figure it out. You got 3 dudes. You got things. You got this other dude over here. Oh. Neat climb. What the what? What in the heck? What the hell is up with these things? Use blink to... Oh, there we go. Huh. This is strange. Is there a point to that?
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing,
What
molded
the...
by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
What the... Oh! Oh, that's nasty. Equipping the heart in your left hand allows you to locate bone charms or runes, even through walls. The heart beats and lights up when you are facing a bone charm or rune, and it beats faster as you get closer. The heart will whisper secrets if you press right-click while targeting a person or location.
This place is the end of all things.
What the?
And the beginning.
What the?
All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds nor centuries. Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky.
This is...
The one who walks here is all things. Cradle songs of comfort and bones gnawed by teeth.
This is kind of totally freaking crazy.
This is the place from which those who dabble in black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom.
Okay, well that's nice.
I can feel a great age ending.
Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and jump down here.
This place is the end of all things. And the beginning.
You already said that. This is freaking creepy. What the?
All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds nor centuries.
Huh.
Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky.
No thanks. Runes and acquiring powers. Once you've collected some runes, open the journal, go to the powers section to exchange them for powers. Runes can be collected and used to acquire supernatural powers. Okay. Powers. Blink I've already got. They want to give me either dark vision or vitality. Vitality is easy enough. Health is increased, and at level 2, health regen is improved. The strategic tips. Level 1, your health is increased, allowing you to sustain more damage from attacks, explosions, and falling. At level 2, the portion of your health bar that regenerates is improved in several ways. Regeneration occurs faster, and more of your health regenerates. dark vision. See in the dark and see living beings through walls, including their fields of vision. Representations of the sounds that you make are also visible. That's really cool. See in the dark and living beings through walls, including their field of vision. Representations of sound you may see. See useful objects and security systems through walls as well. Neat. Dark vision is highly useful for a stealth, allowing you to watch enemies from behind walls before approaching them. Seeing an enemy's facing and view. Seeing an enemy's facing and view cone gives you a significant advantage in terms of sneaking. With this power active, you can see visual representations of the sound you make as well, which further aids in sneaking and understanding stealth. At level 2, useful items, resources, and security devices such as the Wall of Light are visible through walls too. I think I'm going to go with Dark Vision, because that's pretty neat. That definitely looks pretty cool. Press right click to see in the dark and reveal living beings through solid walls. You can also see their fields of view as well as visual representation of the sounds you make. Level 2 allows you to see important items through walls like security devices, weapons, equipment, ammo, blah, 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 blah. Cool, I figured.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Okay, but who the hell are you and what the fuck is going on? And there's the mark. Mission clues updated. Mission clues. Piero is an inventor who is able to craft and upgrade equipment. Piero spends most of the time in his workshop. Samuel, the boatman, has smuggled you across the river from Coldridge Prison. He works for an underground movement opposed to the illegal reign of Lord Regent and has brought you to meet his guys. Cool. Yeah, I knew that. Rune or bone charm nearby. Equip the heart. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Bone charms provide small supernatural benefits. Locate them by listening for the songs they emit. By default, you can activate up to 3 bone charms at once. Bone charms section in the thing. Mystical whale artifact, pouch, journal of grainy rags. Oh boy, I guess I'm going to be reading a little bit more. Excerpt from the ramblings of a street denizen. All the dreary... Oh, of course I'll tell you, dearie. I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house. From the kitchen I can see out into the garden, where the leaves and stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lump of dirt where something was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest along the rows of twisting vines. Oh, wow, totally... God damn. My mouse wheel is kind of totally broken. The front room looks out into the street where the neighbors are all setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves inside. Warm and snug, dearie. Don't forget about the bedroom either. It sees into a dreary alley where hooligans are playing a game with an old man. The first 2 are hitting him with sticks, and the girl with them is kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, to have those bones, to boil them in a pot. She's fucked up. No one lives in my house anymore, dearie. No one you'd want to meet. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine, fine people. Vera more, everyone would say. Your house is as grand as Boyle Manor. Better even. Your dinners are lavish and your parties are the best. When that young Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime. Radiant, he said, as he was just barely a man, so young, painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hand, all my friends. I was the only one, dearie, wet with his paint, glistening on the canvas for a petty coin. Kind of creepy. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always at home, no. We traveled together, he and I, to the far ends of the Isles, beyond even, all the way to the red cliffs of Pandesia, to dig in the rock and crawl through the caves, holding up candles and squinting at the walls. Many precious things we came upon, but none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie. All those marks and bones, carved so deep and polished so bright. I brought the old bones home. hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. They made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes, even though his tongue was still. Granny, his eyes would say to me, carve these bones for me. Make me another present. And he went so far, all the way to Dunwall Tower, the royal headsman himself now. My little mute boy and his shiny, shiny sword. Better bones were what I needed, you see. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup, and then he was sick. Better bones was all. For my little mute boy, carved in the name of the one with the black eyes. And after my husband was gone, given away as birthday gifts, I didn't want to live there anymore. So now I'm old and don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for granny rags and feeling the little birdies that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea, dearie, especially those rude louts on Bottle Street. Sackjaw and his boys, always meddling with an old woman, just trying to make her way. In the end, we'll be together with him, you and me, in the dreary night with stars above and below. And always the one with the black eyes, dearie. Okay, that was kind of creepy. Mystical wolfhound artifact. More bone charms. Early life and criminal records. Slackjaw. Excerpt from a series of letters sent by a member of the Bottle Street gang. You want the chin wag on Slackjaw? What he was like when he was young, before he got his name? Oh, he's got a cool head now, but it weren't always like that in the days before he was a boss of the Bottle Street gang. Time was, young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable man. Like most of us, he grew up in the streets, running with a pack of ragamuffins and avoiding the law. Wow. Pinching whatever he needed. Dark-haired and dark-eyed, smoking a pipe by the age of 10. For them born in the brothels or coming from the orphanage, it was either the gangs or the working. The gangs are working with the mudlarks, and no one wants that. Some got pressed into the Navy or put into the mines run by Pendleton or Boyle families. As hard as it was on the streets, as hungry as we got, at least we was free. By the time we weren't little uns anymore, Slackjaw was one to watch, usually calling the shots when we took down the farmer's cart or a sidewalk street vendor. He'd come up with the plan, give everyone the same part to play, and decide on the split. Most of us just went along, because we learned fast that we made out better like that. More food, more coins. Plus, none of us wanted to deal with Slackjaw when he was in a rage. He worked on a couple of big jobs with Black Sally across town, and that was enough to get the attention of the other bosses. He wasn't just a street kid anymore. Now he was up and comer, which meant trouble. Another guy who fancied himself as such was Mike the Fish, who was working his way up and running the protection racket among the factory women. One fine evening, we were all taken in a bawdy show in the theater house. Mike the Fish and his lot were there in the cheap seats too, just down the aisle from us. Mike gets a wild idea. He wasn't big on planning, and throws a heavy ceramic spittoon at Slackjaw. He hits him square in the face and breaks his jaw. We look to see if there's going to be a blood brawl, but Slackjaw just points at the door, and we all leave, with Mike laughing at our backs. Waking up the next day, without telling us why, Slackjaw motions for us to all follow. He still can't say a word, so we just come along. We stop at the docks, and Slackjaw pays coin for it, a heavy chain covered in hooks. It's time for fishing in the deep sea. Something you'd attach to a long line off the side of a ship. It's about 4 feet, made of thick lines, and there are shark hooks coming off it at different angles. Slackjaw's got that thing wrapped around his left arm, dangling at his side. Not sure how he knew where Mike the Fish was staying, but when we reached his girl's house, Slackjaw throws a bottle through the window just like that. It's almost noon. There's a bunch of screaming inside, and Mike pokes his head out, looking wide-eyed and baffled. When he sees Slackjaw on the streets, a look comes over his face that still gives me the willies. Pure murder. Mike comes out the side door, bellowing like a bloodhawk's, holding a cleaver, heading straight for Slackjaw. When they come together in the street, Slackjaw spins, and the shark hook bites deep into Mike's arm and shoulder. He screams, but Slackjaw holds onto the chain. He's still there with his broken jaw clenched tight, with the chain wrapped around his left arm, hooks sunk into Mike the fish, just knifing him as fast as he can. Mike couldn't fight very well hooked like that, and using his left hand. But he was a big guy, and it took a lot of stabbing before he went to his knees. Everyone was just cheering at first, but then we all went quiet. It just kept going and going, until finally it was just Mike the fish blubbering, crying like a baby, and the sound of Slackjaw's knife. When it was over, and here's the brilliant part, Slackjaw took out a note and stuck it to Mike's face with a nail. It just said, "If you want a jab, come to Bottle Street." Slackjaw didn't talk right for a couple months, but word spread fast. By the end of the year, we had a sizable gang going. He sent out letters to the other bosses, telling them that he was running a brand new crew over on Bottle Street. Most of them laughed or beat up the guys who delivered the letters. Green Eye Trish even came back with the missing a thumb. But apparently, Slackjaw was expecting that kind of reaction, and he had a backup plan. A week later, 4 of the bosses were dead. Seemed like a series of unfortunate events, but everyone knew. One shot dead by the watch while standing in the middle of a meat market. Another slipping and falling into the water, out cold. One of the older bosses found in his bed with his belly opened wide and a Sevian pear stuffed in his mouth. Still not sure what that meant. And Sheila Barnsworth was found bubbling in a cauldron of hot wax. Slackjaw sent out another set of letters, offers to the underbosses, telling them that they'd be treated fair as peers. He even sent Green Eye Trish with one of the letters. All of the underbosses accepted. After spilling the guts of his main competition, Slackjaw went in for stabilizing his business real neat-like, calling in favors, smoothing things over, giving everyone a little bit of coin and drink as a bonus, showing what he could be like as a boss. So everything got quiet, which always makes the boys of the City Watch nervous, of course. Word went out among the Royal Spymaster snitches, that the Responsible Citizens group they called themselves, telling everyone working in a shop or sweeping off the front steps of their homes to keep watchful eyes for Slackjaw and his men, trying to suss out what they were up to and what had just happened. But Slackjaw ain't stupid. He greased a few palms among the shopkeepers and the watch too, telling them that he was in town to stay and that things would be run properly from now on, without so much blood. He was finally a real boss, ready to settle into the business of moving whiskey, running the hounds fights, and offering up the ladies and gentlemen of the night, if you take my meaning. Then the plague came. First, it seemed like a good thing. A few people got sick, and everyone wanted to buy those potions from Sokolov or Piero. Health elixir or spiritual remedy, they call them. Slackjaw told me he saw an opportunity. We already had an old whiskey factory with a still, where we could water the stuff down and sell it discounted. Doing the same with Solokov's elixir was a smart plan. Pretty soon, everybody in the slums was sick and business was good. But after a while, there were so many people down with the plague that everyone got scared. Everybody started acting real nasty and everything fell apart. When people can't work, they don't have a coin for elixir, watered down or pure. When the Empress died, it seemed like Dunwall would slide into the void. Spymaster Burroughs took over, and the watch started using all that new Sokolov technology. Watchtowers, tall boys, and them arc parlons. They put up a wall of light across Clavering Boulevard and cracked down hard. But Slackjaw surprised us again. Instead of leaving town on a boat bound for Morley or one of those other isles, he stayed and kept it all together. We can't get as much elixir to fight off the plague as the City Watch with their taxes and rations. We get. And that's what's kept us alive so far. Wow, that was a long one. And I totally slid from just reading that into like a southern accent on that. I don't know why, but it totally happened. Holy crap! More of these. I just got a Steam achievement. Occultist. Let me read that real quick. Collect 10 bone charms. Neat. Alright. Mysterious rat artifact. Holy crap, there's a lot of books in here. Jesus. Okay, well, I'm going to read these couple of mystical fish artifact. I'm going to read these couple of books, and I'm just going to read them to myself. And we can come back and we will start and maybe actually do a mission. Yeah, this shit's intense. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode.